Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad light. She fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, outside, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them can make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them can make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them can make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? And make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? And make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? And make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward Paranadi. I go by Michael Edward, and I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. In case you guys didn't know, we were a BNZI FinTech Awards finalist last year for Best Data Analysis Tool, and we are currently the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform that combines university-level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, we swing trade. We also cover long-term investing, literally something for everybody here at True Trading Group. You might be wondering why I should listen to anything it is that I discuss on this channel. It's not because I think I'm the world's greatest trader. It's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I didn't have to figure this out by watching YouTube videos and sitting in Discord chats. I began my trading career working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City on Wall Street, where they had me go through a training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. Then 2008 happened, which was the Great Recession, the big stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, and along with my team of 8 other professional full-time trading mods and over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. So if you guys are new here, make sure you are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real. Smash that like button, show some love, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams. Go live on a regular basis, guys, dropping golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, and trade ideas to help you guys become better traders and flat out help you guys make money. Huge day for us today inside of True Trading Group. Thanks mostly to a short squeeze on BNZI, but also a nice rip higher in crypto. So we are long on the crypto names. I've been long MicroStrategy for the last couple of days. Was a beautiful move today. as we've had a nice technical setup on MicroStrategy and some of these crypto names. One of our other moderators is also in Mara. Coinbase also looks pretty good. So we have been on this long trade here on MicroStrategy. We literally just took profits off right into the close as we popped our head right there above 154 and now trading slightly higher here in the after hours session right here, 154 and change. As you take a look at Bitcoin, I mean, this is one of the Bitcoin ETFs, but you can also go ahead and you can take a look at Bitcoin compared to the US dollar there, this little forex, and you can see we just took out that 64K. Right, so 64K was a nice little level of resistance that's been in play there for the last couple of days. Next stop is going to be up there around 65K. And I just want to show you guys kind of what I'm looking at here on Bitcoin. This is that resistance level. Here it is. If we can take this out in the overnight session, we could get a nice continued rally in these crypto names. So I'm trying to stay long MicroStrategy. I think MicroStrategy's got a chance to get up there towards 160, but we got to take out this 65K. So I see resistance here, 64 to 65K, about $1,000 wide of our area of resistance here for Bitcoin. And if you can take out that pivot from August of 65, I think you can see an extension to 67, and that should give us a nice follow through move here on MicroStrategy, and we can maybe get MicroStrategy to give us one more candle that looks something like this, and then we can take some profits off into that 160. We are long this from yesterday, underneath 147, 146 and change. Some of our members are on the call option. I am in the equity, and it is paying off wonderfully, beautifully, and handsomely here today. So congratulations, all of our members that are profiting on this MicroStrategy trade, but I do think that there is a little bit more upside to go here. This is a nice break. We got a nice push here on Bitcoin. And I think that pay attention to this in the after hours. Pay attention to this in the overnight session. Obviously, Bitcoin trades 24/7. So you guys can, if you're sitting there late at night, go ahead, take a peek, take a look at what Bitcoin is doing. Because if you wake up tomorrow morning and Bitcoin's above 65K, I think you can expect all these crypto names to give you a nice gap up. And we could be looking to sell some more in front of 160 on MicroStrategy. So congratulations, my team, on that one. I also still am short. I'm just updating you on positions that I'm already in. I've been in these positions for the last couple of days. Was obviously the MicroStrategy long, which has been working out very, very well. But I've also been short ASTS. Okay, I've also been short ASTS. That stock's been moving to the downside. I've been short that for a couple of days. Nice. Way to go, Helen. Nice. Way to go, Sean. Good job. Gabriel says, will you be adding to your size tomorrow on MicroStrategy? It depends what Bitcoin does. So I've taken profits off a bunch on MicroStrategy already. I am in a small position now left at this time to see if I can get some good follow through. I'll let you guys know I'll let Teach the members know tomorrow morning if reloading or adding back to MicroStrategy is on my watch list for a trade for tomorrow. But it's really going to be dependent on what happens with Bitcoin. Like if we wake up tomorrow and Bitcoin's back to 63.5, I'm not going to. But if we wake up and you got Bitcoin, 65.6, 65.7, something like that, and you're gapping up 157 on MicroStrategy gives you a quick pull in to 154 off the open, then that's a spot to reload with a stop around 152, 151, prior resistance. Look for that to be support, and then look for a recovery back and then push into 160 for MicroStrategy. So we could do that tomorrow. But again, I'm not going to really make a decision on that until I see what Bitcoin does between today and tomorrow. Way to go, Sean. 69% gain on that MicroStrategy trade. Very nicely done. Good job. But we're also short ASTS. I'm just going over the guys' positions that I'm already in. And then we can talk about some positions that we might be looking to get into for tomorrow. If you guys follow the channel, I update you guys with positions that I'm in and positions I'm looking to get into. And this is ASTS, a name that I've been short for the last couple of days. And my target here is just down into this support level. Okay, I'm looking for us to just drift into this support level. Eventually, I actually think this level breaks. So I'm going to try to stay short here for a little while. So I've got a big support level here on ASTS down here in these low 20s, right? You guys can see this support level. Used to be resistance back here in August, go all the way back to 2021, and that was a prior all-time high resistance. And then you broke through that in August in this big short squeeze or big rally. The Reddit community jumped on board on this ASTS, and the thing went absolutely bonkers. Then you pulled back into it, and that level held support. Right? Everybody can see here. You don't have to be a master technician or chartist to say, okay, yeah, wow, okay, that level that was resistance now acting as support. And now you have this blue line, this dark blue line. That's the 50-day moving average, and that's coming into play there as well. So this is an area of support, which is why we took profits off as the stock dropped into it. We got profits off today when we dropped down into 25.25. We did go ahead and take some profits off on that. I'll take you to an intraday 3-minute chart just to kind of show you guys. We did go ahead and take some profits off into this decline, right? We did go ahead and did take some profits off into that decline. You can see from yesterday's price action to today, nice little move lower. But I'm looking for us really to get down into here, like 24 and change, and then we'll take more profits off at the 50-day or right below the 50-day. But eventually, I think 23 actually breaks. It's a big support level. If 23 breaks, I think the stock bleeds for a while. This might end up being a trade I'm going to sit in for a couple weeks because I don't think this level breaks tomorrow. I don't even think this level breaks this week. I mean, if it does, great, kudos. I'll be happy. I'm in the position already. But I think it's going to take time for this level to break, and you're probably going to get bounces that are going to be pretty hard to hold through if you're not confident in the analysis. When you reach that support level, so the deeper you get into that support, you might have to deal with bounce backs. But eventually, I think that level actually breaks. We'll see if I'm right about it. If I'm right about it, you'll probably see me reload this position because I've already taken profits off into this down move. If we break 23, maybe we can reload that position and look for a $24 stop loss against the 23. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking about there with ASTS. Okay, so those are two positions that I'm already in, and then I've been in for the last couple of days. This is what I'm talking about. There's something here for everybody at True Trading, guys. Something here for everybody. You guys, we day trade, we swing trade, we do it all. All right, we do it all. All right, and then we got BNZI. BNZI was easily trade of the day. This is where I made the most amount today, the most amount of money today on BNZI. And this was a textbook trade line view up crossover, which is a momentum triggering pattern that I teach all of our members, that True Trading group. The trade line, if you're not familiar with it, the trade line is, and it can be either one, personal preference, anywhere from the 8 to 12 exponential moving average. So the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 exponential moving average, you can use either one. They're all extremely similar. They're only going to be a couple of pennies off. I use the 9 EMA. Some of our other mods use the 8. Another mod uses the 11. I use the 9. It is what it is. They're the same indicator. So what we saw today on BNZI was a situation where a technical catalyst lines up with a fundamental catalyst. I love when that happens. See, at TTG, we don't predict the future. We identify probability. And that's what being a good trader is all about. People think that a good trader can predict the future. Nobody can predict the future. But what we can do is identify probability to determine what's the most likely outcome based on what it is that we see. Okay? And we put ourselves on the right side of that probability. A lot of that has to do with us determining the grade of the setup. The higher the grade, the higher the probability of outcome. So if we can identify, or we can identify the difference in an A, B, or C quality setup, and you're talking about maybe 75, 65, and 50% probabilities, if we could A, identify the difference between those, and then B, have the patience to wait for those higher grade setups, we're going to put ourselves in a really good position to profit more often than not. That's the idea, right? So I will always teach members, and we're pushing 64.5 now on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is starting to push a little bit higher, guys. We'll see if we can clear 65K as we're doing this live right now, and you're seeing a nice strong push. You're seeing a nice strong push there on. Where's my screen's being blocked? Yeah, nice push. Yeah, I'll just pull up the Bitcoin. So nice little push here. We're starting to get going now. Starting to get going here on Bitcoin. So we'll see if we can keep that up. But like I was saying, with BNZI, we will teach you how to identify the difference between the quality of those setups. Okay, we'll teach you that. But at first, for those of you that are just joining us that are new, one of the highest probability of situations that you'll find is when you have a technical setup that coincides with a fundamental catalyst. You have people all over the world that trade off technicals. Then you have people all over the world that trade off fundamentals. So when you have a situation where both are giving you the same signal, the chances of you getting a one directional move is pretty high. BNZI was that today. BNZI had a huge resistance level at $7 that I thought would trigger a breakout move if it got above it. And you had a fundamental catalyst of a news release where the company is going to be restructuring some of their debt. And in that restructuring is actually participating in that are actually insiders of the company, which is seen as a very good thing, that they didn't have to go to outsiders. It's people that are within the company that believe so much in what they're doing that they're the ones that are stepping forward. And they're either, I didn't necessarily see the details of the restructuring of the debt. So it's either, insiders are restructuring their own debt with the company, or they're using their own capital to restructure other people's debt. Either way, that would be seen as a bullish situation. The company just did a 1 for 50, I think it was, reverse stock split. The float is less than 1 million shares. So I just said to myself, if this thing can get through 7, it's got a chance to really squeeze. And the best part about it is that you already had the rejection on Friday that would bring short sellers into the stock. And that was really the key. Okay, way to go. R. Sager got in at $7 and got out at $10.06. Great job, R. Sager. Big win. Well done. So here is this $7 level that you guys can just see here on BNZI, right? Support, support, support. Then you broke underneath it there, and it became resistance and resistance. Then on Friday, we had this big gap up. Okay, on Friday, you had this big gap up. You ran into 7, and again, it became resistance, right? Now, that sucks in short sellers. You get the big gap up, the 1 for 50 reverse split. People come in, they short the stock at the 7 resistance because everybody sees the level at 7. So short sellers come in, they short it at 7, and the stock fails at 7, closes down at 575. The next day, gaps down, trades lower to $4. Shorts are up big on their positions. Now, at this point, a short seller is probably saying to themselves, I'm so content, I'm so happy with this thing is just going to bleed itself out. And this thing's going to be back to, $2.50, $3 before you know it. And they're going to have a 50, 60% bang around their hands for the people that are short the stock. Well, that didn't happen today. Today, the company announces the restructuring of that debt. The stock gaps up. And with such a small float, once you start to get some buying pressure on the name and shorts begin to cover their positions, there's not a lot of stock available to not push the stock higher once that buying comes into the name. So then we said to ourselves inside chat today, look, all right, guys, well, you've got the catalyst of this restructuring of the debt. You've got this $7 resistance level that can be a trigger for short sellers to cover their position. Shorts came in on Friday and they shorted the stock at that 7 resistance. So that's why I said if we get above that, watch for the squeeze. That's exactly what happened. So again, when we identify like what are the probability of setup, how do we grade setups to determine that probability? You find situations where a technical trade, a technical setup coincides with a fundamental catalyst. And that's exactly what we had here in BNZI. So let's go ahead and let's draw this out. Okay, let's go ahead and draw this out. So here's BNZI. Now here's that. This is the same line. I didn't touch this line. Okay, that's the same line that I just drew for you on the daily chart. In the pre-market session, when that news came out, you shot up to $7, and then you'll notice $7 became resistance, right? Then the market opened, and $7 was still resistance. Until finally, we broke through it. Okay, finally, we broke through that $7. Okay, now I traded this stock 2 different occasions. We halted right there through 7. So I bought the very first pullback. These are 3-minute candles. Okay, I'll show you, I'll just go back. I trade off 3-minute candles, but I'll just go back and show you. So I bought, my first entry was here. We took profits off. This was a very quick trade because it was coming out of halts and the trade didn't last very long. This is the first attempt of the squeeze, which we didn't get. And then I got back into the trade and we caught the squeeze. So then I took profits off here up towards $8 once you got back to a new high. We couldn't break $8. We had a lot of refreshing offers in the 80s. You saw a lot of people coming in selling stock 88, 87, 86, 88, 89, 88, 87, 86. They kept refreshing those orders and showing some pretty big size. I took more profit off there in front of 8, so I took profits off there twice. And then we pulled back in to retest that $7 level, and then it halted. And I was fortunate enough, I trade with Lightspeed. Lightspeed's execution is phenomenal. I was fortunate enough to get myself out of the remainder of the position in this around 689, I think was the halt. What was the halt price? 689? Yeah, 689. So I was able to actually get fills into halt price at 689, flat the position, small profit, right? I got profits off twice, then stopped out the rest. Small net gain. But I'm sitting there saying, hey guys, let's wait and see if this thing recovers. We have to go back and check for the squeeze. Well, you come out of the halt, you put in this nice recovery candle out of the halt, and just like that, you're back above 7. And I said, that's it. There's my confirmation. That's the $7 level. The $7 level held. Yes, we overshot 7 to the downside when you tested support, but that's because the stock was halting. It's an extremely small float. It's very, very, very volatile. But the second this thing reclaims $7, we went ahead and we got back into the position long. So now I'm back into the position long as $7 held, and then we get this massive short squeeze. It was an unbelievable trade. This is a textbook trade line VWAP crossover, and that's when the trade line crosses up and above VWAP for the first time during the day, and you get this nice momentum squeeze. Now, as I say that, that does not mean for you to just go ahead and buy every single setup where the trade line crosses over VWAP. That's not how you're supposed to trade the trade line VWAP crossover. There are very specific things you look for and signs you look for to determine that, yes, in fact, that setup or that trigger is happening. So don't just go and buy every stock every time the trade line crosses over VWAP. That's not going to lead you down a successful path. There's other things you need to understand about the trade line VWAP crossover that we can go through another time. If you're a member of True Trading Group, we can talk about it, obviously, but that's not something I'm going to spend time going on. I'm not going to spend time going over that with you guys here now. That would take me a little while. Okay. But then you got the squeeze, right? You got the squeeze, and then we just started taking profits off into that. So we're in the trade for the second time. And then we took profits into the high of the day. We took profits into the break of the high of the day of that halt. And then we took profits again as the stock starts to extend, and we just continue. And then it halted again. We took another piece of profit. So now it's profit, 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 profit. And the thing just absolutely was on fire, right? Absolutely on fire. Okay. So, and that's it. This was trade of the day for me. Let me delete this because this would be deceived. This is not what I meant to delete that line. I was deleting those circles that are not executions. This way now you just see executions, right? Squares are entries, circles are take profit or exits, because this one circle is a loss, but these are take profits. And that's how you guys would see how we went about trading BNZI. And this is stuff that you learn as a member. Like if anything that I'm saying to you right now sounds like it's kind of like over your head, or sounds like I'm speaking a foreign language to you, do not worry about it. Don't stress about it, because these are things that you're going to learn as a member. These are things you're going to learn as a member of True Trading Group. Okay. So congratulations, guys. Again, everyone that made money with me today on BNZI, everybody that made money on MSTR, which is still sitting at 154. And people that made money on ASTS. It was a great day today. We're 3 for 3 on the names. BNZI, MicroStrategy, ASTS, all three really nice profitable names for us today. 3 for 3 feels good. I'm just getting myself back into a groove, honestly. I just had a baby a month and a half ago, baby 7 weeks old. So obviously I was getting myself used to not sleeping and getting myself used to a new morning routine and everything else. And, being able to still be mentally tough and mentally focused throughout the trading day instead of, having brain fog as I'm trying to look at my charts and analyze things and make my, clear decisions. But today felt good. Yesterday felt good. Today felt good. This is the first week really that I feel like I'm kind of getting myself back into a groove, and I've got a new routine down in the morning, and I'm feeling good. I took a couple weeks off, obviously, when the baby was born. And just been going to get myself back into a groove. And I'm very pleased so far with the trading that we've been able to accomplish this week, and a lot more coming. So congratulations, guys. That's some really good days. Overall markets, we are a stone throw away from an all-time high on the SPY. We did actually get up to new all-time highs today, and we got some new closing highs in the books as the market continues to push higher. The Dow up there at new closing highs. The NASDAQ nowhere near it. Neither is the IWM, but the SPY new closing high. And the Dow new closing high. Mike, what do you recommend to get better at price action? To get better at price action, I think that the things that I would say that you need to work on, Gabriel, would be support and resistance levels and identifying not just, hey, this is support. That's not enough. Okay. Support and resistance, really being good at support and resistance. People might think that that's one of the most basic things for you to look at a chart and determine. It's not that simple. And to have really good support and resistance analysis, you need to really understand how support and resistance and supply and demand zones work, because support and resistance are not finite prices. They are zones. They are areas. And the more volatile the stock, the wider those zones become. So it's our job to determine how wide a level actually is so we can determine what is the price action once that level is interacted with. And what is the price? How does the price react once it reaches one of those zones? And the other thing that you have to get better at, and this is still leaning on support and resistance, is making the distinction between a major resistance or support level versus a minor resistance or support level. They are not the same. Minor and major levels are not the same. They should not be treated the same. I like to enter my trades based off of major levels. I use minor levels to really identify profit targets. So essentially, when I go through my trade analysis, I use major levels for my entry and my stop loss. So I'll say major level support at 100. That means I'm going to be a buyer there. And then how wide is that level? That level is maybe $1.50 wide. So therefore, my stop loss needs to be 98.50. Where a lot of traders will get themselves into trouble is that they say, ooh, 100 is support, and they put their stop loss at 99.50, not realizing that that support level is actually $1 to $1.25 wide. Okay. So you need to really understand how wide those levels actually are. And the better you get at determining the width of a level, the better you're going to get a price action. Because what you were doing previously would say, okay, look, support at 100, the stock goes down to 99.50, and you're like, the level's broken, I'm going to get short, and then the stock rips back to 102. And going down to 99.50, you think is a trigger to enter the trade short. It is not. There's a big difference in a support level being tested and a support level being broken. So in order to get better at price action, Gabriel, I would say, I mean, listen, the best thing for you to do is, this might sound like, oh, thanks. The best thing for you to do, honestly, would have been to attend one of my 9-week accelerators. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I have done now 2 9-week accelerator programs that is specifically geared towards technical analysis and my technical analysis, and teaching people in a lot more depth and in a lot more advanced way of how I go about analyzing setups and determining, is this an A setup, a B setup, a C setup, and then therefore, where do I get in? Where do I put my entry? Where's my stop loss? Where are my profit targets? What are my confirmation signals? What price action gives me the signal that, yes, okay, now is the green light to enter the trade? I went over that with 2 different classes of members in 2023 and 2024. I have spoken to at least 80% of them, maybe 85% of them. So I'm just being fully transparent because I have not actually asked this question to all 100% of the people that attended each session. And it was a few hundred people attended each accelerator class. And I've spoken to probably 80% of them, 85% of them. Not one person said that they did not improve their trading results after the accelerator. Every single person I asked says their technical analysis improved. Their ability to identify support and resistance and understand width of level has improved. It's probably the biggest improvement is people understanding the width of a level, because now your stop loss is in the right place instead of you getting stopped out and the stock moves higher without you. There's probably a lot of people on this live stream right now that know exactly what I'm talking about, and you feel like it happens to you all the time. You buy a stock, you get stopped out, and then it moves higher. And you think it's like these evil market makers that are just out to get you. It's not. It's just that your stop loss is actually inside of the support level. So when the stock comes down into that support level, you are getting stopped out and you're selling your shares right into all of the buyers that are at that level. It's just because you're not properly identifying the width of that level. So my biggest piece of advice, Gabriel, honestly, would be to attend one of the accelerators so that you could really start to understand support and resistance better, so you can start making much better decisions when it comes to price action. Long-winded answer, but I think the right one. And that's the reason, guys, and this is not something, I'm not just, making this stuff up. I mean, members of True Trading Group are making money based on this stuff. It's not, I've been doing this for 18 years and I'm not alone on it. I learned this stuff on Wall Street. I was trained by professionals at a fund, my first job out of college. I didn't learn this by watching YouTube videos like a lot of people are forced to do. I know you're watching a YouTube video right now, right? Like, I was very lucky and fortunate that my experience was being trained by professionals right from day one, So that's what I would have to say about that. But like I said, this is the type of stuff that you'll learn as a member. This is the type of stuff that is the reason why members are successful. And when I say successful, I mean they're making money. And that's just the truth. You don't have to take my word for it. Members of True Trading Group that are on this live stream, do me a favor. Just type the number 1 if you guys are making money and you guys are becoming better traders. Just type the number 1 inside of chat right now. Just type the number 1 if you guys are making money and you're becoming a better trader because of TTG. And anybody that's on this live stream that's not a member of TTG, okay, anyone that's on this live stream that is not a member of TTG, pay attention to how many people you're about to see type the number 1 inside of chat. Because all of these people that are typing the number 1, these are your friends, your family members, your coworkers, these are people that are just like you that are telling you that they're able to make money, become successful because of TTG. So if they can do this, then so can you. We have over 10,000 members in 117 different countries. If they can do this, then so can you. These people right here that you see typing number 1, this is proof of what's actually possible. Most of these people did not have success right out of the gate. Most of these people, probably at some point in time joined some other group, lost a bunch of money, tried to follow somebody on Twitter or Discord or whatever it was, and had no success. Now you're seeing from real people that are just like you that found us on the live stream one day, and now they're telling you they're actually having success in the stock markets. I've come so far in 7 months thanks to TTG. Yeah, my pleasure. That's music to my ears. My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, folks. Well, listen, those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, I'll actually explain to you very quickly how you guys can join the TTG family, and make sure you guys get your butts here back in chat. The markets are a stone throw away from all-time highs. We've got some really great trades on. BNZI was a monster. MSTR, great trade. ASTS, great trade, still in some of these positions. But let's talk about next positions that we're going to be getting into. If you guys want to just stop, sit on the sidelines and watching YouTube videos, get your butts inside chat. Go to ttgoffer.com. Literally, pull it up. Go to TT. Wow. Gary Kissel says, I'm up 5 figures this month alone. Way to go, Gary. Congrats, man. We still got a couple days left, too. Let's keep pushing that envelope. Great job. 71% gain on MSTR this week, says Huckleberry. Still holding some. Thanks, Mike. Huckleberry, my pleasure. Glad to see you capitalizing on the move. 71% gain. I love it. I love it. In just 2 days. I love it. Let's see if we can get that triple digit banger. See if we can get that this week. All right. So again, if you guys are not members of TTG, just go to ttgoffer.com. Everything on that page you see is included. There's no upsell for any of these things. There's no additional costs, no hidden fees. We don't play games like that. It's a 1-year all-inclusive membership. You pay the $500, you join, you get access to everything on that page. It's all of our courses. It's a simplified and expanded upon version of the training that I received working at the fund in New York. So you guys are going to get some professional education here with all of our beginner courses, our advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it. You guys get access to it. You also get included with your membership. This is the reason why we were nominated finalists for the BNZI FinTech Awards. You guys are going to be getting BNZI Pro's real-time newsfeed, TradingView's premium charting software, the Trade Idea scanner streams on our platform for you guys to use. You've got dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data, 1,000 hours of videos with different workshops covering different trading topics. You get the daily watch list from the moderators every single day, a list of stocks that we're focused on with entry and exit prices. So you know where to focus your attention before the day even begins. You get 2 private study group sessions, okay, with Our moderators help speed up your learning curve. You guys have access to all this for just $500. That's it. Go to ttgoffer.com. There's no coupon code required. Join for the $500 and get your butt in chat. Get your ass off the sideline. This is the best damn market environment that I've ever seen. I've been doing this for 18 years. I've seen every market environment you can possibly imagine. Members are making money. I don't know what other reason you would need to convince you to join this community and join this group of 10,000 traders from 117 different countries. We're 4.6 to the 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Go ahead and check out and read the reviews and see what your peers have to say. I know I talk a big game on this live stream, but I back it up with my own money, and I want to prove to you how much we believe in this platform that we've created. We offer a double your money back guarantee. You understand what that means? It means we're not giving you back $500. We're going to give you back $1,000. W money back guarantee is right there on the checkout page. It's real. It's in black and white. Go read it. The way it works is as follows. You join True Trading Group. You pay $500. I ask you to do the following things. Go through our courses, pass the quizzes that are at the end of the courses, and attend one study group. If you do those things and you're still unable to make enough winning trades to equal the $500 membership fee, at least one time during your membership, we're not just going to give you back $500. We're going to give you back $1,000. Now, I can offer you that because our refund rate is so incredibly low at less than 2%. If our refund rate was 12%, I would not be able to offer you double your money back. But because it's less than 2%, I can. So go to ttgoffer.com. There's no coupon code required. You've got the double your money back guarantee to give you peace of mind, even though I honestly don't think that you need it. But it's there to give you peace of mind and to hold us accountable. All right. Mike, I need to set up my one-on-one with you. I get with customer service tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, Wizard, I'm looking forward to it, man. We haven't spoken in a while. We talk on DM all the time, but we haven't spoke on the phone in a while. Have we had a one-on-one since the in-person meetup? I got to check my notes on you. But I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while since we spoke. But yeah, folks. So go ahead, ttgoffer.com. That's the thing. I do one-on-one coaching. Well, not just me, the other moderators too. And this TTG is not just me. There's 8 other professional traders that are moderators at your trading group. We share our screens with you during the day. We're talking to you live on the microphone. We are, sending out push notifications whenever we enter and exit a position. You guys get notified via the mobile app. If you're not in front of your computer, that's how so many of our members follow along with what we're doing during the day. 82% of our members have a full-time job. So that's how they're able to, I got to butter the board? I thought we just have to use like the oil. Or is that like what you mean by that? Because the Wizard actually makes, or he and his wife, or just he or his wife, or both of them together make like really awesome, like homemade, like wooden cutting boards. They're sick. And he was kind enough to actually give me one of our in-person meetups in Miami, which my wife uses all the time. It's awesome. But yeah, folks. So there we have it. All right. Oh, so that's what you meant. Okay. When you said butter, I was like, what? But yeah, she oils it up and everything. Yeah. It's awesome. Awesome gift. I really appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope the fam's doing well. Looking forward to our one-on-one. So yeah, reach out to Jess tomorrow and let's get that one-on-one on the calendar. I'm booking up, man. I'm booking up. My schedule is crazy because I took like a month off of one-on-ones when the baby came. So I had to reschedule all those people. So my calendar is full. So hit up Jess. All right. All right, folks. That just about does, that kind of wraps things up here. We'll talk about the overall markets here for a moment. Oh, also, if you guys have any questions, if you have any questions about the membership or you guys are having a tough time signing up or whatever it is, you're unsure about something, you have concerns about something, just send us a text message. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. Send us a text message to 1-888-621-2127. That's 1-888-621-2127. All right. So again, that's 1-888-621-2127. If you guys have any questions or any concerns at all, text that number. We'll answer anything that you guys want to know. We are fully transparent. We are an open book. The moderators and I collectively as a group have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% on all of our executions for the last 5 years. We actually track all of our executions, all of our entries, all of our take profits, all of our stop losses, every green, every red, every break-even trade. It's all tracked for you guys on the Trader History tab inside of the True Trading Group chat. Inside True Trading Group website. It's not inside of our chat. It's on the website that you guys can have access to on your dashboard. All right. So let's go over to the overall markets and we'll talk about, what we've got cooking here. We talked about this on the live stream on Sunday evening, where I said to you guys that the chart says more upside, and that's what we've gotten over the last 2 days. I kind of told you guys on Sunday that I said the chart tells me more upside. My gut tells me we might try to break back underneath that previous resistance, which is now acting as support. And I told you on Sunday that I'm coming into the week cautiously bullish. Okay. And so far, what have we gotten? We've gotten a nice little cautious move higher, right? A nice little cautious move higher. This is not like a huge breakout or anything like that, but it certainly looks like we're trying to gear up for it. We're trying to take out that all-time high. We'll see if we can maybe do that tomorrow. We are a stone throw away from that all-time high on the SPY, but I wouldn't be surprised, guys, though, I'm being honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised, though, if we consolidated in here and we kind of chopped around a little bit. So I think it might be more likely we chop around a little bit than it is that we just kind of break this level and just continue to push like that. I don't think that's the price action we're going to get. You might pop up to all-time high tomorrow and then kind of, run out of steam, kind of like double top it almost, and then pull it back in and get a little choppy. So I think that you've got to be a little bit more prudent with your take profits. Don't just hold on to positions looking for these massive follow-throughs. Safest place for profits in your pocket. Look for, singles and doubles add up. Every trade you make does not have to be a home run. Okay. So that's my advice for you guys going into tomorrow. So congratulations all my members that we're able to capitalize on and we're able to hit BNZI. Big trade for us today. And then congratulations all of our members that are in MicroStrategy with me, already 75% gain on the call options on that trade. And then congratulations to those of you that are short ASTS with me. That worked out very well too. You might get a bounce back on ASTS tomorrow. I got a feeling if we get a gap down on ASTS tomorrow, I'm going to take another piece of profit off because you might bounce. On that support level. So we'll keep eyes on that. But MicroStrategy looks good. We're going to keep an eye on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is pushing above 64K. We got to get above 65. If you wake up tomorrow morning and we're above 65K on Bitcoin, then just know we're going to be taking some more profits off on MicroStrategy. That should give us the extension up towards 160. We'll see if we get it. But already lots of profits off the table. We're in the driver's seat. All right. Congratulations, guys. Again, that's ttgoffer.com. For those of you that are not members, go to ttgoffer.com. No coupon code required. It's just $500. You got a double your money back guarantee for peace of mind. And if you have any questions, text us 1-888